Ni hao. I'm back, everyone. Sorry. Okay, so now that we're back and we're active, what's happening? Okay, all the audio sounds good. All right, what I'm doing right now is trying to repopulate and rebuild this village. So there's some problems here. Uh, it's built into a mountain, as you can see, on top of. We did all that. There was some raids at this place, a number of them, and we had to sort of rebuild the village around that. So, for example, let me just show you this. Underneath almost every village, not every village, every hut or house, the towers, I believe, I think we went that far, there's a tunnel system to get you through, so that way you can move around the enemies. And it was crazy. They dropped one of those big pig dudes. I forgot what they're called, like Bastion or something. Yeah, those are difficult. And then, you could shoot arrows from the top. Like, we did some crazy stuff to this little area, but now it's time to rebuild. I already got a population going now. It's great. It went from 1 to, I don't even know, 4? Yeah, because there's 2 kids there, 2 adults. I thought there was more. But yeah, that's what is going on today, and I'm putting a little hut inside of this little canyon here because I think that would be cool and simple. The only thing I'm trying to do is put more beds down so there's more villagers. So yeah. So yeah, in the vein of growing and being awesome, I'd like to shout out Miss Johnson's class for being pretty sweet. They're tuned in again. And we like it when you guys show up. It's always a good time. Last time we were learning a bunch of stuff. I don't know if we're going to be learning about geology today, because I kind of want to mine. And I want to craft. Mostly craft. So, if that's alright with y'all, that's what we're gonna do today. Mostly craft. I spent too much time doing other things, and I just wanna, have fun and return something back to the village people. So I was gonna make a bunch of different colored beds, but I didn't. Let me go give this time. I hope the audio doesn't sound crazy. Someone could let me know. Like the game audio and mic audio. There he is. I thought they took seeds. Alright. I think I started saying this. I was gonna make a bunch of rainbow beds, or like at least try to diversify the color a little bit. But I have a lot of white wool and a lot of light gray wool. I had some black wool, but I didn't want to go crazy with it because I wanted to keep some of it. Why? I don't know. I don't do anything with it. Okay. It's not a lot, it's not the greatest place that I've ever built, but it's cool. It gets the job done. Oh, look at this. We're going to put a little window right here. You could see them when they meet around the bell at the end of the day to have their little update about what happened in the village. If you didn't know, the villagers, when you talk to them, I learned this recently. So if you've been playing Minecraft for a while and you didn't know this, don't even worry about it. But yeah, I learned this recently. So, the villagers are off doing whatever it is that they choose to do. They work for most of the day, and then at the end of the day, they congregate in one area. It's usually around the bell, but I've seen villages that do it. I mean, I guess it's kind of around the bell, but like they'd be like over here, right? Or like up there. So it's like around the bell, but not next to the bell. So yeah, when they meet at the end of the day, they talk about what they're doing. They talk about what happens in the village. And if you show up, they start talking about you. So if you come in and you're like, let's say that I don't have anything to give him, but let's say I gave him like 6 potatoes or whatever, right? That's a good move. So then he would go and talk to one of the other villagers at the end of the day and be like, hey, this green gooey guy, which we can't see his face, but we'll see him now. This green gooey guy, the one that looks like the slime, but he's friendly, gave me a bunch of potatoes. And then the whole village starts to like you. So, if you hit them or you rob them, if you do something bad, if you do something negative, then they talk poorly about you. And the impact of this is the price of your trades can go up or down. So if they like you, they'll give it to you for a lower price. But if they don't like you, they're going to raise the prices. So it's always just a good idea to just be friendly. It goes far. Okay. I spent all that time sharing information about villagers. Let's finish this room here. So the idea here is I'm going to I probably want to do more beds, but it's going to be crazy in here if I do that, because when they work at their workstation. So if I put down more beds and then I put a bunch of workstations in here, because that's the idea, is that I'm going to put them in here, it's just going to be too wild. We might not want that. It's going to look a little goofy, but we're just going to go and patch it up on the outside. What are you doing? Move. Oh, this is wood. Let me not break the pattern. I think it's an odd looking structure. Uh-oh. It's an odd looking structure, but it's gonna get the job done. Can he get out of the way? Who's getting beat up? They probably just turned into a zombie. He is testing me. I'm just trying to work. And I'm not even ready. I am not ready for a fight with an Enderman. I'm just not. There we go. Oh! Alright, I'm going to sleep. That was too risky. See? Those Spider-Man reflexes, I jumped right out of the way. I heard the sss right before the kaboom. Skeletons in the sunlight. See, now... Okay, a good tip. While it may be easier to just do the top layer and say it's done, don't do that. Because if there's a raid, once you start working your way through the different waves, what are they called? The pillagers? Or the illagers? I think that's what they're called. The illagers start spawning anywhere there's openings within a certain radius of the raid. So that means that if you have openings underneath the ground, or if there's like caverns that you're probably not even going to be aware of that are not filled in, they can spawn from in there, and then that just turns the raid into something that it shouldn't be. You spend way too much time running around trying to find, or really just listen to certain gross noises that you don't typically hear. It's lame. It's too much. For no reason. So fill in the holes is the moral of the story. So that way you don't have to waste time later. So I really don't like putting a bunch of Fletcher tables down, because then it creates like one type of community. But the Fletcher tables are good because, I should probably rethink this arrangement. They're good because if you have a bunch of Fletchers, I suppose is what we'll call them, they spawn iron golems, and iron golems are great because they'll do the fighting for you. This seems like an appropriate use of space. Because then I can put 2 Fletchers here, and then they can just, talk about fletching. But I need a crafting table. Sure, that's great. Oh wait. There we go. It's odd, but this entire build over here is just DIY. Look, they're already connecting. So the symbols, if you were questioning, those symbols, alright, look, that's great. So the ones that you saw, like the green ones, that means that one of these villagers has just attached themselves to this. The thunderstorm or the thundercloud symbol means that there's some kind of disruption. We'd have to, I don't even understand what it is. See, that's what I'm saying. because he jumped right in. He knew what was going on. He is working through the walls. See, and that's the kind of person you want to aspire to be. This guy right here, so smart he could read through walls. Or I don't know what Fletchers do. Maybe we just Google it, but I'm not gonna do that right now. Okay, so let's finish setting this up. So I didn't really want to go too crazy with figuring out what are all the different kinds of tables that I need to make all sorts of villagers. I'm saving that for another time. So what I'm doing here is I just pulled out some of, I don't know, just some random ones. There's another fletching table. Do I want it there? Yeah, sure, it's fine. Yeah, so that's gonna be that. But I need to do one more thing. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, all right. We like it. Okay. Oh my gosh. Whoa. That was crazy. Ooh, sneezed right on him. What is going on? Okay, and then we can have, I don't know what their, what job this is. I forgot what it's called, but we got one of those now. So that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, maybe we go put, there's got to be something in the cave. Let's see what's in these huts. Oh, we already have a bunch of Fletchers. That's right, because I was trying to be proactive. Okay. We are going to move one of these. I'll take this one. It also means that we can put another bed here. We could put a job there and a job there. And that can increase the population a little bit. Then we got to figure out a way to... I think I just figured it out. See, in movies, you know how like sometimes when the character's just in the right place at the right time, and then they just look over at something, and then they're like, of course. And then they get this crazy idea, and then they start doing it. I just had that moment. So you see how those look like stairs? That's because the rooftops are made of stairs. If I actually connect stairs up there and down here, we'll have a walkway all the way up to the top. Because there's stuff up there, and we can build more up there, and we can build into this too. This is going to be a wild place if we end up doing all that, but let me stick to the plan. Okay, there has to be wool in here. There has to be gray wool. Okay. It's not gonna work. Whoa. I'll take the CD though. I'll take these too. I'll take the name tag too. That's good for farms. Yeah, I don't know. There's another place we can look. I don't think it's in there. Okay, look, cool. And we're gonna take this wood. There's a lot of cobblestone here that would be pretty nice to take, but we'll leave that. We will take these crossbows. Oh, look at this. And a whole bed. Wow. That is exactly what we were going to make. And now we don't need to. But we can make 2 beds. Okay. This looks like a potential place for things to spawn. I don't like it. Playing on this realism shader is crazy because, like, you thought you knew darkness, but it's not like realism darkness. Realism darkness is just too dark. Too dark. I feel like it increases the possibilities for things to spawn. But I also don't understand, like, deep Minecraft metrics and stuff. Like, I know it gets pretty complicated. Whoa. Came flying in. You see that? That's how it is sometimes when you get home. You just want to swing into bed like him. You know, you just want to let loose, you know? Okay. This is crazy. I like seeing... It didn't take very long to get this place repopulated. Okay, so then that means that my next plan is to go to the mountain village and repopulate that area. And in order for me to do that, I need to create a railway system to transport these guys back to Pear Village and up to... We haven't named it yet. So... I don't know. Mountain Village is probably just what it's going to be called, but we're going to come up with something cool, I'm sure. Okay. Where can I put down one more bed? I don't want that in there. Why is it like this in here? What is all this? Smooth stone. Why? What a waste of space. Look at that. Maxing out. I could put another one there. I could put one here. And then we can put jobs. 3 jobs in here. 3 beds. We could max out and put 4 beds here, but I kind of want to be able to run in here if I need to. Just because this location is right next to the tower, which is really useful, especially in the middle of a crisis. If it's a big deal, I'll change it later. Wait. I thought I had... Oh. Alright, never mind. Well, just for aesthetics reason then. Boom. Nice. Pretty cool. I like it. Okay, yeah, we need to put some jobs in here. This is great. Got all the little ones running around. It's nice. Look. That's great. Okay. This looks like it could be potentially dangerous over here. Let's make sure that it's illuminated well. Looks like there was some nonsense occurring over here at one point. Yep. Okay. Oh, see? How'd I know? How'd I know? How did I know? I felt it. Come on. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do this. Honestly, I don't even know why I came in here. Oh, because I thought that it looked dangerous, and then I walked in and confirmed it was dangerous, and now I'm just going deeper into the mine. That's just, you know, Minecraft. Fallout's the same way. Man, we were in here and didn't grab any of this? We must have been in trouble. Or maybe we were in here trying to find some of the illagers. Not sure. Yeah, okay. We must have found something or gave up. I don't know. Okay, I guess we gotta get ready to build the railing. I should expand these too. I think that's so great. And now, like with this texture pack, they look even cooler just bouncing around. So great. There's so many of them. There's one over there, there's 3 over here. It's great. I'm gonna give him the potato. He's the saving grace for this entire town. He is the original. It'd be cool if you can put name tags on them, and I wonder if you can. Oh man, I interrupted that. Help you out, brother. As soon as those little kids grow up, there's gonna be, hopefully, a couple iron golems. I need to go up there. That little kid is just bouncing around with joy up there. What's he doing? We got a farm with no animals. It was a great start. Oh, there's a job up here. There's a couple of beds. What is this about? Oh. We must have been here before doing something. It was probably trying to find the enemies, because they really do spawn all over the place. Like it's honestly kind of sickening. It takes a lot of time. But if you're playing Minecraft, you're not worried about the time spent. You're worried about the time crafting, having fun, and telling hilarious jokes. That would have been a great time to tell a joke, but I didn't have anything in the cannon, so I'm sorry. I don't want to be in here anymore. Let's get back to what we came down here for. Which we didn't come down here for anything, actually, so what am I doing? We could build another house up here. And maybe make sense of this layout, because what is this? They just fall off a cliff every time? Man. These creepers are no joke, brother. I love how in this texture pack there's region-specific creepers. Like that's really nice. It's a great detail. Look at all these little ones running through the tall grass in the garden. Okay, let's stop horsing around. We got what we wanted. This place is fine. Now we're gonna go work on the other village, because I don't even know if I'm to blame for what happened at the other village, but I do know this. They're in the middle of a forest and have, for the most part, one general source of light. And they don't close their doors. So at night, the zombies come in and they just, do what zombies do. And because they're villagers, all they do is run and... So it's like, come on. Like, how did they stay around for as long as they were? I don't know. But I will say this. There's one man up there. Or one. Whatever villagers are. And they need people. So we're going to figure that out. First, we are going to get rid of stuff so we can do other things. We're just going to keep this open now. So honestly, that's a lot better than having to walk through that tiny little thing there. Come on. Okay, that gives a little bit more space. Nice. And take these out. Mind you, so ever since I started playing, I've been showing a lot of the rail system here. And I know railways aren't the most efficient way of traveling. I know that. But it's more about the feat of it, We did that. Like that we did all that. And it forces us to get creative. Like, can you imagine mining? Okay, so railroads take what, like 6 iron ingots? And we had to make, like, I don't know, probably 10,000. Okay, so doing all of that mining, can you imagine? It'd be atrocious. We couldn't do that. We couldn't live like that. So we built a generator. It forces you to get creative, and it's nice. You don't want to do all the work. Well, you don't need to. That's the beauty of it. Okay, I'm just gonna empty everything because I feel like I am overwhelmed. I got a lot of name tags. It's so crazy because we have, like, I'd love to get another song. We just have cat, and then this one is also cat. So we have 3 CDs of the same thing. Why? I'd love to have different music. I mean, music's always playing more or less, but y'all know what I'm saying. You know. I feel like this is kind of cumbersome. Like, we don't need it considering I built all of these. So I may consider getting rid of it, actually. Functionally, it serves no other purpose than to have the lightning rod there. But we also have one there. But that's so that lightning doesn't strike this, which I'm so scared of. This whole thing is made of wood. This whole thing is made of wood. That's scary business. But it's okay, because when you're scared, you just be strong. Like Huntley. Yeah, like Huntley. Strong kiddo. We look up to that kiddo. And trying to pay attention to their bravery is how we'll get through replacing all of this wood with something that won't burn if lightning strikes. So, shout out to you for being an inspiration. An inspiration to all of us. We're going to continue with sorting and trying to get prepared for what is going to be a pretty ridiculous task. Okay, so first things first. We're going to go ahead and take a handful of them because the repopulation seems to be going so well. And I might even be crazy enough to bring more beds and probably even build another home, which I think I will do. But we're going to take 3 of them. And take some resources to go build a small little hut. Nothing crazy, because I don't want to detract from the purpose as to why we're there. But then there's also the conditions of that place, which I don't know what those are. I know I built 2 huts that had a good amount of beds. And I think I left one of them unfinished. So I guess we're just going to go finish that. That was a dramatic drop in viewership. Okay. That means that we also need jobs over there. See, and I'm afraid to go over there because there's a solid chance that I'll go over there and that one villager doesn't make it because he is out. Maybe I go over there and I build something around him to make sure he can't leave. Or like at night, lock his doors from the outside. Because we can't lose him. Okay, so we need a lot of railing. I still have all this railing. Okay. Should be rather simple. We're done. Villages are connected. You see how great this is? Oh my gosh. Building this system connecting us, connecting the home to everywhere else is so cool. Okay. I'm gonna relax. Because now comes the ridiculous part. We're just gonna leave that there. We'll know where it goes. Okay. I'm gonna go suss out the terrain. I'm going to bring blocks because I know it's unfinished. Probably don't want to finish it in the dark. Probably don't want to do that. So the work in Illager that we have to do is connect the railing all the way to the middle of the village and then just trap people that walk in. Then up here, we need to finish the wall of the railing so it's mostly secure. So it can just be an easy transfer, because man, when you gotta transfer them and there's like zombies and all this other crazy stuff trying to eat you and your friends, it's not a good time. It's just not. Well, I guess it'd probably be useful, but we'll just do this. There we go. Yeah, that's probably not gonna work. We're gonna have to block this down. It's good enough. Alright. This is really the worst part. There's no beds up here. This could make this really easy. Because then all I gotta do is transport them to this. So funny you can put carpet down. So I actually think these are the reason that they're dying. So I'm gonna go ahead and look for all of those. Because the villagers close their doors, you know, they're not like mindless human players. They just run around and just open stuff and don't even close it behind them. Like, nah, you gotta close it behind you. You don't want any critters in the house, you know? You want critters in the house? I don't want critters in the house. Critters are gross. Perfect. Now we just need to fill it with jobs. don't like this village. I really don't. It's so complicated. Like up, down. I mean, it looks a lot better than the way it used to. Because it used to look crazy. I cleaned it all up. There's just too many trees. Like, too many trees. Like, you couldn't see anything. You couldn't even see how far the village went. It's crazy. You see what I'm saying? He was probably in here. Yeah, he is in here. And the doors don't close because when they walk through, they already hit the button themselves to close it. But then because the switch is there, it opens it again. And it's just a mess. Okay. Yeah, so here's the little thing I made. It's kind of crazy. But I needed a quick shelter, and we can build more houses. We can build more houses down here. I don't know what that was, but it's gone. I probably want to take this. Yeah, we gotta come in here and build a bunch of houses. That's the only way this is gonna work. What is happening? Why did that happen? Hopefully, I'm good. Hopefully, I don't run into any craziness as a result of that. Sweet. Okay. So what, none of it stuck? That's whack. Oh, okay, just this. That's never happened to me before. I've never been disconnected from a server like this. From this server, that's never happened. Okay, we're gonna release them here in hopes that something works, and then we're gonna also release them up there in hopes that that does something too. And we're just gonna leave this here. Probably looks a little crazy, but it's alright. This thing is crazy slow. We need to build this gold generator, because when that goes up, everything else goes up. Like in the literal and the metaphorical way of going up. Oh, no, 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 no. Look at that mess. I'm just gonna let it do its thing, and then we're gonna slowly creep up. Yep. This is how it's gonna work. Am I a monster for taking the kids? Maybe. Am I doing this to keep their species alive? Yes. Is it for their means? No. But it is for their means. Do I need 3? No. Do I want 3? For sure I do. I have plans for these little chaps. He knows something's going on. He's been here before. He's seen this look in my eyes. He said he's taking us. He's taking the children. This village is going to be fine. We need other villages to be just as well. I'm trying to go to sleep as fast as I can so nothing spawns up. That's his bed. He's gonna run out in the morning. Probably catch him there. It's his bed. My bed's just a tad too far. Should probably create an emergency bed there in the castle. So much for trying to be ready. There we go. Hey, we're running out in the morning to go do stuff. Not realizing that your village is getting increasingly smaller.